Hey, today's the day that we've been long awaited for. The finalization of the propane install. Stay tuned. Hi folks, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host Jerry Hansen. I've been in a process of installing propane here at the homestead for a couple of years now. We do things on a different pace than most people. We do it as we can afford it, and also when I have the time for it and be able to acquire the materials as cheaply as possible. So we hired the plumber. He came in, he installed the lines, he installed the fittings. We've got all this stuff done. We've got the county guy that came over and inspected. We did our permits. Everything's up to snuff. And now today, propane gets delivered, and here he comes now. It's fortunate enough that he doesn't have to back all the way down the service road. He's got a hose long enough to take from his truck and draw it clear back down here to the tank. So he's going to go ahead and fill it. Let's watch him fill it. Okay, now he's got it all filled. It's topped off. It took 400.2 gallons, or 2/10 of a gallon. 400 gallons and 2/10. Because the tank was empty. We went ahead and charged the line. We turned on all the appliances. I checked out the dryer. It works. Checked out the water heater. Yeah, the water heater works. And also checked out the cook stove. Yeah, everything's getting fuel. We're going to be not having to run down to the store for fuel anymore, lifting those big 25-gallon fuel tanks again. I'm getting a little too old for that. So while he was here, he also attached some specialized equipment to be able to do a pressurized test of the line to make sure there's no leaks. Charged the line, turned on the stovetop, let it run for a while, pushed all the air through. Once we got all the air through and gas started coming through, we were able to ignite the stovetop. And that worked out well for us. So we've got a full tank. Actually, the tank, it's a 500-gallon tank, and it only takes about 400 gallons because you want that extra 100-gallon space. What he indicated to me for pressure, you need that extra space for pressure in the tank. So everything's good to go. Now we're just waiting for some more resources. I'm going to be purchasing another tank just like this one, and we're going to go ahead and install it right over here on top of these two blocks and get it filled as well. So that probably won't be till about 2 or 3 months down the road while I accumulate the resources, selling livestock, plus my art, plus YouTube revenue will all help meet that need to get that finalized, and then we will be ready. If and when that big earthquake should happen, then we've got a good supply of fuel to at least keep us warm, cooking and showering for the next, well, at least for 3 years, I think, supply is what we can get out of this if we really nurse it. Maybe 4 years. We're going to see how we can do it. Well, now Becky's happy. I'm happy. The whole household is happy. We've got a full propane tank on hand, and we're going to be a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more peace of mind in the event that something should happen. You know, there's a lot of things that could happen. You can never be too prepared. And that's what we've learned over the years, is just be prepared for whatever. You know, the big Y2K episode kind of woke a lot of people up in realizing just how vulnerable we can be in the event of a situation, whether it's economic or systematic or nature, because there's a lot of strange things happening around the world, and we never know what could happen to cut off services to our local area or even cut down the power grid. We don't know what's going to happen. So it's better for us to at least have some semblance of preparedness, so we can at least help a little community, my family, my neighbors. At least we can have some sense of community here and help one another. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, all primed, inspected, certified, tagged. It's all good. It's full. We got propane. We're done. Second phase, new propane tank. Stay tuned for that video. You could do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon that alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Also, if you give us a thumbs up, like the channel, it really helps the algorithm with YouTube. They like to promote shows when they get a lot of interaction, and you guys really help me out there. Another thing you can do is please leave a comment or a question or a tip. I know there's some propane knowledgeable people out there that have been watching my shows and critiquing on that. I want to point out that there is, I'm doing everything to code. I know it may not look to you guys like it's right, but I've been talking extensively with the code inspectors and the other officials, and in our jurisdiction, it is what we're doing. I mean, this young man who was out here filling my tank even thought I surpassed the code just by installing the earthquake shutoff valve. So we're meeting or exceeding all codes. So it's okay. But if you see something you can hit me on, let me know. Like somebody pointed out the differences in the lines, and I'm paying attention to that. I really find that interesting. Please always remember, be safe and always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode. I've got a major home improvement project coming up. It's huge. Yeah, to me it's huge. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.